behind her in the frozen flute, and I touched her on the sleeve. She didn't recognize the face at first, but then her eyes flew open wide. She went to hug me and she spilled her purse, and we laughed until we cried. We took her groceries to the checkout stand. The food was totaled up and back. We stood there lost in our embarrassment as the conversation dragged. We went to have ourselves a drink or two, but couldn't find an open bar. We bought a six-pack at the liquor store, and we drank it in her car. We drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast to now, and tried to reach beyond the emptiness, but neither one knew how. She said she'd marry her an architect who kept her warm and safe and dry. She would have liked to say she loved the man, but she didn't like to lie. I said the years had been a friend to her, and that her eyes were still as blue. But in those eyes I wasn't sure if I saw doubt or gratitude. She said she saw me in the record stores, and that I must be doing well. I said the audience was heavenly, but the traveling was hell. We drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast to now, and tried to reach beyond the emptiness, but neither one knew how. We drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast to time, reliving in our eloquence another Old Lang Syne. The beer was empty and our tongues were tired, and running out of things to say. She gave a kiss to me as I got out, and I watched her drive away. Just for a moment I was back at school, and felt that old familiar pain. And as I turned to make my way back home, the snow turned into rain. That was Same Old Lang Syne by Dan Fogelberg, and I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'll do a tutorial covering everything I just played. At the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want over 1,000 more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along, just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come and play with us. All right, now This isn't an easy song, but it can be played much simpler than I did. If you have a clumsy right hand, or you're just a beginner, or you just don't want to work that hard, then might I suggest that you can do, for the intro, you can just do a front beat strum like this. And by the way, all of the bright red chords, I think they're all E's, which is probably the hardest chord in the song. You can ignore those if you want. That is to say, you can play the intro like this. Just skip the E, just skip the bright red. Notice at the end, that last E, that wasn't bright red. You kind of need that one. But if you form the D this way, you can slide right up to it. So now, yeah, that was fingerstyle. I'll show you in just a moment how I did the fingerstyle for that. But first, let me go over the chord changes in the intro, which is the same as the song. In fact, it's just an instrumental fancy version without singing of the verse. So here goes. With the chord changes, I've got an A, right? Now I'm just going to drop a finger for that F sharp minor, that's all. Let me go, here we go, you can see better. Right? Now from there, I'm going to, like that. I'm going to slide up. So from that F sharp minor, my middle finger is at least on the right string. You can think of that as the anchor point. It's just going to slide up 2 frets, right? It's been there all the time. A, F sharp minor, and then it slides back down. So your middle finger is really the anchor there. And then the third time you do it, you hang out a little longer, and then you have to jump the D sharp diminished. It's just like the, actually I'm doing a little fingerstyle with my pinky, but if you're not doing that, that D sharp diminished is just like a G, except it's over 1 string, right? It's on separate strings, so, but it's shaped just like the G, so. And then, again, if you form the D with your weak fingers, then you can slide up. I mean, the normal way to form a D would be like this, but if you form them this way instead, then you can just slide them up 2 frets, drop your index finger, and you've got your E. Makes the E much easier, right? And you're just sliding right up there. Okay, now, the fanciness. If you want to do this, it's like a chord melody, right? You can hear, sorry. You can hear the singing, right? In there. Let me back this up a little. Here we go. So you can see my right hand too. So I'm forming the A, and I mostly am screwing around on the A string. That is to say the first string, the one closest to the floor. By the way, if you're wondering what fingers I'm plucking with, I only have 4 strings. I put a finger on each. Those are the fingers I'm using for that string. I can't always do that. Sometimes you need to do a little of this, you know, but not in this song. In this song, I'm always using just exactly the finger that is assigned to that string. So you don't have to wonder which one am I using. Right? That's the idea. So I'm plucking all 4, the A, and then the melody starts with just plucking the strings on the A. But then I have to start dropping down the melody. Right? That's what I want to hear. But I play other strings. I pluck other parts of the chord just to make it sound fuller. That's my F sharp minor, right? Except I got the melody stuck in there too. The A, E, and most of the time, by the way, most of the time with this E, I'm only playing the low 3 strings. And yes, my dog has fleas instead of my dog has fleas. I think this song sounds better on a low G uke. You can try it on a high G uke. If you're strumming, chances are nobody will be able to tell. It'll just have a higher voice, but it'll sound great. If you're trying to do the arpeggios, I think it'll sound distinctly better on a low G. All right, here. So again, F sharp minor, E, now I'm dropping the melody onto the second string now, right? So I dropped that a little earlier before the F sharp minor really comes, and then the melody is with the second fret there. So, by the way, I don't expect you to remember all this. It's all the tab is in the song sheet. Look at the song sheet. All of my videos, all of our Morristown Uke Jam videos are intended for you to play them with the song sheet right in front of you. So that's the idea. So, whoop. So again, from the first, drop it there now, right? And leave it there for the F sharp minor. Second line. And now we're leading into that D sharp diminished. I'm just gonna, again, I want to hear that, so I'm plucking 2 strings actually for fullness. And then I have to quickly jump to that. So that's probably the hardest part of the song, right there. So I got that part's easy, but then jump to this chord. And then at the end, I want to do, sorry, I want to hear, sorry, that's the melody, right? And it's D, oh, sorry. So you can just play that if you want, but if you want to be as faithful as possible, I form a D, but I form it this way, barring, because I'm not going to play that first string. So I'm playing just the low ones, because I want to hear that as the melody. And then I slide down to the E, but I kind of keep smooshed on the first string. I have a hard time making that ring. And that's it. Now in the verses I do more of a, well, first off, it's a standard arpeggiation, right? It's a standard arpeggio. And the arpeggio is kind of a 3-3-2 timing. In other words, it's 4/4 song. That means there's 8 beats in every 2 measures. And instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, where the emphasis would be probably on the first beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Instead of that, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Right? It's still the 8 beats in the 2 measures, but 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Met my old lover in the grocery store. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Until the third line. I stole behind her in the frozen fruit, and I touched her on the sleeve. Just that last part of the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the way I'm doing the arpeggiation, I pluck every time there's that heavy beat. I pluck all 4 strings, and other than that, I'm just going from the ceiling down. So. Whoops. Let me show that closer. So it's. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. right? And fortunately, there's tons of verses, I didn't even count them all, that are exactly the same. So you learn to do this once, you get to repeat it, I think, a dozen times. Anyway. Met my old lover in the grocery store. And remember, you can ignore that E that's in bright red if you want. The snow was falling Christmas Eve. I stole behind her in the frozen foot, and I touched her on the sleeve. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go right back to it. That's it. That's it for all of the verses. Well, except for the very, very end where there's a bunch of like hangs and pauses. I'll go over that in a moment. But the chorus, I wanted it to be a little more robust, like a couple more band members jumped in, right? So I threw in some strumming, but just like one at a time. In other words, every chord change I strummed down with one finger, index finger. So we drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast tonight. So it's exactly the same as what I was doing before with the arpeggiation, except that every chord change I strum. So, and actually I didn't do one finger. I think I used all of them to try to add it, make it more robust. So we drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast tonight. Now here's what I wanted to hear. Sorry. So it's actually, you could just slide this up if you want. Drink a toast tonight. Except I wanted to hear more of the chord, so I think that's how I did it. Anyway, that's the idea, if you can hear that. So it's D, F sharp minor, pluck the one string, and then form an E, pluck two more, and that's it. And tried to reach beyond the emptiness, but neither one knew how. So from the E suspended fourth is just move your pinky up. That's it. Neither one knew how. And back to the plucking with the verses. All right, end of the song now. End of the song. So chorus B, right? The last chorus in the song, and it's the first time we play an alternate version of the chorus. It's you played chorus A, and then immediately afterward it's we drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast to time. Sorry. All right. Next, second half of the verse then, or chorus then. Reliving in our eloquence, another Old Lang Syne. So you got all the time in the world to get there, but another, just hang there on the E, give it as much resonance as you can, and then it's a B flat way up on the 7th fret. Old Lang Syne. And then wait there. Maybe take a sip of your drink if you have one sitting there. It's a long pause. People are wondering, is the song over? No. Then you get to the final verses, and the final verses are the same except for a couple pauses, and then the very last verse blends into the outro. So I'm going to go that final verse. Here we go. Just for a moment I was back at school. Pause. And felt that old familiar pain. That one's on the E. And as I turned to make my way back home, that I didn't talk about, did I? So that's new. On the two verses, you got an A major 7. So I'm plucking the F sharp minor. That's how I do it. I do from there, and then I slide my middle finger down one and drop my ring finger next to it. Right? You could potentially just screw your fingers around, but I use those two fingers. And the snow turned into rain. Now at D and E, which is normal. And now I'm going to slide to a D major 7. Okay, and it goes right into the outro. But so D, slide it up to an E. You can use your pinky, you can use your ring finger. Normally that's the more comfortable D major 7, so your choice. And then E quickly, and that's the B minor 6. B minor 6. I'm actually borrowing two separate fingers. I don't really need to borrow my index finger, but I find it hard to arch it and only cover one string, so I just borrow both. That's the idea. That's the B minor 6. And again, I want to hear the melody out, right? I'm going to want to do, right? That's what I want to hear. So here's how I'm doing it. That chord melody. B minor 6th. I strum the B minor 6th. I think always. And strum the A. Oops. So you can show this. So again, the tab is in the song sheet, but... And then I'm plucking way down to the bottom because it's the third string from the floor that I really want to hear, and the fourth. That's it. And then... I've got that, I'm hearing that, but I have to jump over with my index finger quickly just to get that one note, and then back to the B minor 6th. That's the open second string. D. Again, B minor 6. That's a C sharp 7. Now, this would be a C sharp 7. That also is, but I'm doing it way up here. Bar the 4th fret, and then drop one more finger. See, I wanted this to be prominent. That's why that doesn't have that note at all. It has it an octave too high, right? That's why I'm doing it up here. So again, I'm dropping the index finger for one note. And then to the C sharp, I just drop a pinky, or not a pinky, a ring finger. That's what I want to hear. And then the rest of it's just chords. D, E, A, and 2 at the end. I have talked at you enough. Now it's time for a slow motion close-up play along. I'm going to play from the intro through the first couple verses, and then I'm going to jump right to the choruses on the second page. Chorus A, B, and through to the end of the song. The rest of it's duplication, so here goes. Now, slow motion. Close up on my hands. 5, 6, 7, and... Met my old lover in a grocery store. The snow was falling Christmas Eve. I stole behind her in the frozen fruit, and I page.
We drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast to now, and tried to reach beyond the emptiness, but neither one knew how. We drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast to time, reliving in our eloquence another Old Lang Syne. Pause, 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 and the beer was empty and our tongues were tired and running out of things to say. She gave a kiss to me as I got up, and I watched her drive away. Just for a moment I was back at school and felt that old familiar pain. And as I turned to make my way back home, the snow turned into rain.
That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.